Hello guys and welcome back to For the Life of Me. Ooh, oh my goodness, this is going to be such a fun episode. I'm so excited. So, before we even do anything, I'm recording this on the October the 9th because I'm too excited to go ahead and to hold off any longer. So just a few little things I should probably mention. I thought For the Life of Me was over. What happened to For the Life of Me Season 1 Episode 30, The End? Okay, starting at, let's see, what episode did I mention? Oh, I'm gonna be ending For the Life of Me. I think it was like episode 26 or something like that. Starting at that episode, hold on, let me see. Apple event prediction. Why is episode 26 doesn't exist? Well, I can't look up transcripts because we don't have internet. But whatever episode I mentioned that in, like, oh yeah, For the Life of Me is gonna be ending. That was the moment when I decided that For the Life of Me Season 2 was going to happen. In fact, this is something I haven't talked about yet. There's so much I haven't talked about yet. You could almost hear it. I was sitting in my office area and I was like, I wonder if I could make the For the Life of Me theme better. And then I was like, wait, what if I just make a fully new theme? And then I was like, wait, wouldn't a new theme be like a new season maybe? And then I was like, when should all this happen? And I was like, wait. In fact, my exact words, I was just sitting here, I was like, oh, as my brain connected the dots, and I was like, oh, I can make For the Life of Me Season 2 be one of the things that comes in Media Month. And, oh, I can say that now. So yeah, this episode will be all about just like all of the little things I've left around and just discussing all of the new announcements from Media Month 2, sorry. And then I will just generally discuss like what led me here and also how things are going after the hurricane. But before we can do that, we have to roll the new music. Oh, that's okay. I know it's a really short theme. I don't even remember what it sounds like at this point, honestly. But I do know that my song Curiosity, which is in the Ascension album releasing November the 11th, I think of, oh, I can't remember. I think, yeah, it's November the 11th. It sounds, I know Curiosity sounds great. Oh my goodness, I can say things. Oh, that's gonna be taken out of context. Like I can say Curiosity, Waypoint, Threshold, Ascension. There's so many things I can now say. So, let's just go back to the very beginning. After I realized that you might be hearing Velcros because my Apple Watch band is misaligned and I've been realigning it. And I decided, oh, okay, we aren't going to be doing this show anymore, or that's what people are going to think. What people don't know is that it's actually just going to come into Season 2. I had the art prepared for forever. That shirt, I have a For the Life of Me Season 2 shirt, which you can publicly buy at unmutedmediashop.fourthwall.com, or you can go to the website, go to the show, and then click a button. There's a button there, Shop For the Life of Me merch. It's so cool, isn't it? So, okay. Let me discuss the situation a little bit. So, as you guys probably know from all the announcements and all that have been, well, a long time ago, about a month ago for you guys, we currently, we had just been hit by a hurricane, Hurricane Helene, who was very, very annoying and knocked out power, water, internet, and cellular over here at the Freeman household. And just yesterday, I was playing Pac-Man Party Royale on Apple Arcade with an Xbox controller of all things, and just like you would see in the movies, I heard this little bang, and then everything powered on. So So we got power back yesterday, which means I can now record this. In fact, I'm recording it on my PC. But currently, we still don't have internet or power, don't have internet or cellular, and water's weird. Water's on and off, but hope maybe here soon. Anyways, so that's what's been going on, but we've been going out to visit this little church nearby, and I can get internet there, and that's when I've been working on things. And so, like, I'm planning on doing a ton of recording today. You guys know the feature episode. That entire feature episode was not improvised. It was scripted. Hello, guys. It's Future Adam again. That episode actually was improvised because after recording the scripted one, I realized how bad it sounded. And so I was like, okay, I'll just kind of make some sticky notes, figure out what I want to announce, and then just record it from there and see where it goes. So I think you guys know that. I'm pretty sure it was mentioned in the feature episode. But anyways, bye. But I do know that if you came here, you most likely clicked on the brand new show art, which I love it so much. The funny thing about the show art is I was like, oh, okay, I'll just tweak the show art. I'll just make a couple little changes, like round the boxes, maybe remove the drop shadows, whatever. So I removed the drop shadows and I round the boxes. I'm like, oh, okay, that's okay. What if we changed it up though? And so eventually I started out, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just make a couple tweaks, good to go. And then I ended up just completely redesigning it. But I love the new font, I love the new color scheme. The black and gray is one of my favorite combos ever. One of the other things, so one of the huge things that I did, this is not gonna sound too crazy, but it's pretty awesome, is, you know, the Unmuted Media logo, the hexagon and the 3 bars. So with that logo, those bars were literally just sitting on top of the hexagon, meaning if you put the logo on top of a yellow background, those bars would be white, but if I changed them to yellow, it would look transparent. Cool. What if I want to put it on top of an image or a gradient? I can't do images or gradients in those bars, so what I would have to do is just not do that. But what I did is I went into a graphic design software, not Canva, called Figma, and recreated my logo. And then I used their subtract tool to subtract the bars from the hexagon, making my Unmuted Media logo into one file. So instead of having the bars just sitting on top of the hexagon, they were actually cut out from the hexagon, meaning if I put it on top of an image, or a pattern or a gradient or whatever, the gradient will just show through, which is fantastic. So that's why, like, if you on the merch store, I updated it. My the little design that has the Unmuted Media logo in like the top right corner, I think, is now available in a ton of other colors because of that. Because when you switch the color, it won't still have the black bars. It'll be completely transparent, and you can see like the orange or the blue or whatever color you chose through there. Also helpful for the Life of Me Season 2 show art, because if you zoom in, the triangle pattern is visible behind the art. It's super cool, right? I still have so much to discuss. I've hinted at this for so long. I've hinted at this. Okay, one of my favorite parts of Season 1, Episode 30 is when I talk about my music, and I'm talking about like how I'm not using as many loops as I used to, I say the word ascending twice, which is super funny because of course that's the album title. Somebody might catch that. That is something I want to discuss. Why is the word ascension not spelled with a T? It makes no sense. The word ascent, A-S-C-E-N-T. Ascension, A-S-C-E-N-S-I-O-N. Who replaced the T with an S? And you have other words like locomotion, or in general, just like the word motion, where the T-I-O-N makes that shin sound that's at the end of ascension. Why is it an S? You guys will be hearing, finally, new background music, though, because, of course, we have, you know, my album, which has recently released. Or, no. But you'll hear it here first, folks. You'll hear it here first. You'll hear Threshold in the background and Waypoint and Curiosity, along with, you know, planets and all that. I've gotten, at the point that you're hearing this, I'm probably already done with it, but Jesse and I's song Frontier will also be out at some point. I don't quite know when, but it'll be out. Let's see, what else? I feel like I'm missing something big from that feature episode. Maybe just like a couple of... Wasn't there like some sort of big announcement? Let me read through this transcript. I saw something strange in an episode of One Take Pulse. Skirted around some subjects on For the Life of Me. We are here. Pick a topic. Find a noticeable difference. Okay, enough of the sentimental stuff. Brand new occurrence, so it should go perfectly smoothly. Media Month is not only... Oh, this is interesting. Media Month has not only made possible the return of one show, but it's also made possible the return of another. Do you happen to notice what day of the week November 11th falls on? It's a Monday. Oh, yeah! The MSN project is back. That's just a little thing I decided to do. I was like, maybe people would like it if I brought back a show. Maybe, who knows? We also... There's some other things we might be planning. At the point where I'm recording this, there's no confirmation of some teasers given in the trailer in the feature episode. But I'm hoping that a certain person will look into an email I sent to them and possibly agree to do something in order to allow me to withhold the tradition that I started last year for Media Month. But we'll have to see. At the point where you're hearing this, it's also probably, like a lot of these things I'm talking about that are like, this might happen, it's probably already been decided whether this will happen or not, but who knows? Of course, I've already told everybody about One Tick Pulse Season 2 and the plans we have for that, but I don't know when that's happening. If that's happening even in 2024, or if that might be in a later 2025 kind of plan, or an early 2025 kind of plan, but I will have to see about that. Of course, it's so much nicer to be able to say things that I've had to hide for the past, 3 months. I've been planning this since August, and it makes me mad I couldn't say anything about it. Of course, we have the Unmuted Media YouTube channel. Yay! Well, I think I might have announced that. I don't know. If you're subscribed to the One Tick Pulse one, I'm pretty sure I'll put a link between the two. And let's see, what else? The website updates, featured shows. I was going to make a featured shows section, but I thought it looked weird if I had like featured and then all right underneath it. So I was going to try and make like a filterable gallery, but ChatGPT can't code. So it didn't work, but I was going to like look at one from CodePen. I don't know. Maybe that's a feature, maybe not. But also, like, you guys know way more than I do about how things in Media Month work out. Because I am recording this a month in the past. But, wow. I'm so happy about the fact that I'm releasing this, and, like, people are going to be surprised, because For the Life of Me is supposed to be over. No, it's not. I'm pretty sure somebody did say... Ooh, wait, I got the transcript to load. Never mind. Somebody did say in a review, I think, somewhere. Oh yeah, we have a cool new word mark I've been working on. Oh my goodness. Album 3. Okay. I don't know what the plans are for my music in the future. I am going to go ahead and assume that at some point I will make a third album. Full album. Like a Planets Aspects kind of album. and not just these little Curiosity, Waypoint, Threshold EPs or Frontier singles. Like I'm sure I'm gonna make something big like that at some point, but I don't have any plans for that currently. Maybe by the time you're hearing this, I might have some plans in the back of my brain somewhere. But of course, I was also planning on calling it Seasons with having 4 songs, and the One Tick Pulse theme was going to be 1, which ended up not working out. I don't even know where I got Waypoint from. I don't know where I got any of my names from. I was just like, maybe I should call this song Waypoint. Maybe I should call this one Curiosity. And then eventually I just like, the original name for Threshold was Projection, because when I was loading the project, Soundtrap literally said that, like loading project, and I was like, ooh, Projection. And then I was like, Threshold. But in my thought, in my thinking-ish is, in general, the album name is not related to the song names. The album name, Ascension, is because, number 1, it sounds cool. Number 2, that is some of the best stuff I've ever put out. I'm super happy with it. And so I'm really, that's why it's called Ascension. And then the song names, again, just kind of happened randomly. Waypoint was first. And then I realized it kind of could take on the form of a journey of sorts. A very, very interesting journey. But the way I came up with the order is by thinking about like a journey with these song titles. So like if you want to go somewhere to, like I'm thinking on like a classic hero and villain story, some sort of curiosity gets you involved. You have to go somewhere to do it, which requires setting a waypoint where you will then meet the threshold. And that's how the song order was made. Waypoint was also supposed to be a single first. And it actually got submitted for distribution and approved. And then I got Route Note to take it down. Thank you, Route Note. But the single art for it was this very interesting symbol of sorts that I found somewhere, as well as this pretty cool like canvas style bluish background. You might recognize that. That's because it's the Ascension background. And then like I made like a little bit of a drop shadow, and then it was like center in the top left hand corner and waypoint in the bottom right. The other way you could look at it is if you pull up the Ascension art. Where I have it somewhere. Oh boy. Okay, if you pull up the Ascension art, it's literally that, except with the symbol. And then one of my friends helped me, and I was like, hey, what do you think of this? And he was like, you should add some mountains and like a sun back there. And that's how Ascension came to be. But one other little fun Easter egg is inside of the album art, there are 3 symbols. One of those is a little map location pin, because that was the original art for Waypoint before the weird symbol one. So if you really zoom in on the peak of that middle mountain, there's just like a tiny, tiny, tiny little location pin, which you can't even see. It's just like a little red blur. There's a pair of eyes in one of the trees. It's the if you're looking at it, it's like where those 3 are at the bottom of that main mountain. It's the one all the way over to the right. And then that's to represent curiosity. And then Threshold has a door somewhere. I've forgotten where it is, but there is in fact a door somewhere hidden in that design. So it's really funny. I've just like got these hidden symbols in the art. But wow, I am so happy to finally get those announcements. Like I can talk about those things now, and like It's so exciting to have. I'm so close to media month. Like, it's less than a month away. I can tell the exact number of days. Actually, it's in the countdown app. 22 days, 10 hours, 19 minutes, 47 seconds. That's how long I have. But I am so excited to release this, and I'm super duper excited. One of the things that's kind of funny is, most likely at the point this has been released, I've recorded with the Media Creator guy already, which of course is part of Media Month, and he is a fan of For the Life of Me and my music. So as an added benefit, well, he'll discover this. He'll discover this when we actually record. As an added benefit to being selected for the Media Creator program, you get to hear about all of these announcements super duper duper early before everybody else. I'm sorry, my voice just got like really weird at that point, but yeah. So I'm sure he's already heard about all of this, about the MSM project being back, about For the Life of Me Season 2, about Ascension, about Frontier, about literally everything in Media Month. I'm so excited for it though. I'm really, really happy that I can share this with you guys. But for now, I will say thank you for listening, and I'll catch you next week in the next one.